spend a little time and just talk about college football 26, man. I think the game is in a very, very interesting spot right now, man. I like the game. I do. But the more I have played this game, the more days this game has been out, I feel like my enjoyment level or even just what the game is had just gone down for me, man. Like, every single day, I found more glitches, more exploits, more things that should not be in the game. If you would have asked me day one, day two, and y'all did, what you think of the game? Is the game good? Should you get it? I would say yes. The game is better in every single way. Gameplay, recruiting, Dynasty, Road to Glory. Every single category seemed to be better day one, day two. Now, sitting here, I just seen a recruiting method that absolutely breaks the game. You could literally sign, the first season, the first preseason of every single year where you just scout. You can't even put hours into a guy. You could literally get a guy from the beginning of his interest bar all the way to committed that first week via a glitch. It's insane, man. For online dynasties, that's going to completely cook online dynasties. And that's not to bring up all the other glitches, issues with the game when it comes to position changes, the transfer portal a little bit janky. It's a lot of stuff wrong with this game, man. I just want to spend some time talking about it, get y'all opinion, and share my opinion as well. If y'all enjoy the content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, man. We got a lot of different stuff going on the channel, live streaming over on Twitch. No more YouTube streams, just on Twitch. But I just wanted to hop on here today, talk to y'all, and then also, please, give me feedback down below. Want to have some conversations, because this is, I don't know, I feel like we're in a weird spot with the game. I'm being honest. I feel like we're just in a very weird spot. So position change glitch, man, or not glitch. It's not even an exploit because it's a negative for us. It's literally just a super nerf. To the point where position changes is in pot, like you should never do them. It's never a situation where you should do position changes because it's going to cook your players. Absolutely cook your players. Unless you're doing that new recruiting glitch, then the position change is actually useful. And I just feel like that's the wrong way to go about it, man. You literally cannot. What's the point of athletes? No point of athletes being in this game for recruiting. It's absolutely no point. If I move that athlete to his proper position, say it's an athlete dual threat quarterback, if I move him to dual threat quarterback, skill caps increase. Like, massively. We literally don't touch it. Just let the CPU handle it, and they'll handle it however they do, and the skill caps will be fine. But there's literally no point of athletes can't move guys around at all. It's all depth chart work. But like I made in the video earlier, when you move guys in the depth chart, I believe their stats slightly decrease because you're playing them out of position. So that's another factor. So I don't know how we dropped the ball, how we got to that point where we didn't discover this until we got the game, man. Yeah, get me down there. Get me down there early so I can actually play the game, test the game. And I promise y'all, I won't focus on content. I'll focus on, actually figuring out what's wrong with the game, trying to figure out the glitches, the exploits. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with focusing on content down there because it is pretty much a content event. But I want to actually figure out what's wrong with the game so I can help these guys actually patch it, figure it out. So when we get the product, it's not 30 different things wrong. And now the devs are probably like, damn, we got to fix this, we got to fix that. Oh, look at this. This just dropped. And now it's just like back and forth. And literally every single day is something new that came out, man. I also want to talk about blocking, man. I think the blocking might be slightly worse this year, man. They dropped the patch this morning. Very small patch, but it improved a couple things. Blocking was on. Pass blocking, to be specific, was on there. Pass blocking was awful in my own Colorado series, man. Awful. I don't know if any of y'all tapped into the live stream. I posted some of the clips on TikTok and stuff. Absolutely awful. Some people saying, oh, you got to slide your O-line to the right, left. No, I don't. This is not a situation where I have to slide my O-line, man. They are literally just going to their kick step and just watching the guy go around them or go inside of them. Blocking has been very bad at times, man. We'll see what this update really do. I played today, but haven't played enough to really feel if the update is having any type of impact on the game. Blocking is in a weird spot. Jump balls is also in a very weird spot. You got guys like Nick Harvey, just the best receiver in the game. And in real life, I think like 300 yards, 3 touchdowns this past season. That's stats. That's stats. Is it great stats? No, but he put up numbers. But for him to really be the best receiver in the game, if you played online, you know what I'm talking about. jump balls are an issue right now. And some other stuff, man. It's just in a weird spot. I had a few small glitches, even like disconnects mid Dynasty game, man. Come on, man. I'm doing my Purdue series. I can't just have the game disconnect mid game. Like, this is literally like 40 minutes of recording. I can't have the game just disconnect. Like, that never happened last year. And then you also got a bunch of coach glitches, exploits, where you could just get your coach to like max level pretty much instantly or within, a couple minutes, however long it take. Just a lot of different stuff. Like, I'm doing my online Dynasty. I'm like, whoa, do we need to wait? Like, do we need to wait to start this online Dynasty because this glitch, is that glitch, this glitch? At least last year when we found out about the exploits, it was at like the middle towards the end of the year, I feel like, man. The position change finesse. I ain't start making content on that until like mid-year. We ain't really find that finesse. Maybe I was late to it, but I ain't really find the real finesses until probably like mid-year. And then same thing with that recruiting finesse glitch where you can put the same exact hard sell and soft sell on. I ain't found out about that until like mid-year also. So we had a good portion of the year where the game was in a very good spot, man. Like, not many glitches, it wasn't perfect by no means, but it was playable to the point where it's like, damn, it's not like I could go in my online Dynasty and not have to worry about, any glitches or exploits or anything. Oh, now I constantly have to check, okay, is this glitch happening? They're doing a recruiting glitch. Oh, he got to commit week 1 and he's not supposed to because, he did the glitch, So it's so much in this game that I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. We're literally less than a week in and we have all these bugs that's dropping every single day. All these glitches dropping every single day. Also, the transfer portal, man, it's in a weird spot. It's like certain schools, certain seasons, the transfer portal is almost like glitched. So we did our Colorado rebuild live streaming series, and our Colorado is like the transfer portal is not working, man. It's literally, we have no guys that want to go to Colorado, and I get it. I'm gonna get the comment, oh, nobody want to go to Colorado. It's not a real program. Okay, cool, whatever. At the end of the day, we made the playoffs. How are we not able to bring in any transfers at all? Any 3 stars transfers at all? We could talk to 2 4 stars. What is that, man? So I think deal breakers are in a very weird spot, man. I think that was poorly done at this point, man. Deal breakers. The dynamic deal breaker, cool idea. But I don't know if it was like fully thought through to, for example, Kansas State, Avery Johnson, their quarterback, he enters the portal every single year because his deal breaker is pro potential. He's the starting quarterback. Is no one ahead of him to go pro? And in real life, do we care about pro potential? Maybe, but he could go pro as he's the star quarterback for Kansas State. Everyone knows Avery Johnson, in the NFL at this point. They know he's a good quarterback. Him being at Kansas State is not going to hold them back from going pro when you're already a good player. It's different if you're, maybe a freshman, you looking at the history, but when you're already there and you're already established, in my opinion, you shouldn't really care about pro potential because you're going to be the one to change that. So that's the issue, I think. And everyone deal breaker increasing, I don't know if that should be the case. Like, every single player deal breaker shouldn't be increasing, man. You got some 60 overalls entering the portal, and then you also have a lot of players disappearing. I feel like not many people talked about that. Players will disappear because they won't sign anywhere because of deal breaker. For example, you might have a guy with playing style deal breaker. Let's say you have a quarterback. He want to play. So he gets recruited by this school, and this school, say Alabama, they end up signing another quarterback before he commits. So now his deal breaker goes to an F for playing style, and now he's no longer interested in Alabama. And that same thing will happen for a few other schools, and it'll lead to that guy not signing anywhere. So you have a lot of 4 stars and 3 stars that don't sign to any school and just disappear in the game, man. I feel like nobody talked about that because maybe people just haven't noticed, but it happened a few times. Noticed it as I'm actually deep diving and doing a lot of work in these dynasties, trying to figure out the best methods to actually get a transfer portal to work how it should. And that's one thing I noticed. Also, the settings on the transfer portal seem janky. Like I don't know if they working right because I put the portal to max. And the portal is worse. I decreased the portal got more players. Like, I don't know what's going on with it. It's in a weird spot, in a very weird spot. But overall, like, I do enjoy the game. I think the game got so much potential, but it's just like, are we going to patch everything? And, you know, maybe every single thing don't need to be patched. One thing that needs to be patched expeditiously is these position changes. That need to be fixed. That's the issue. Like, not being able to move athletes around, that's the issue. That needs to be patched right away. But it's like, if they patch it, will they only patch it for the new dynasties? That's a whole nother conversation. It might be tough to patch it for the already existing dynasties. Like, if I move the guy around and his skill caps got cooked, are we able to fix that? Probably not. So, like, your dynasty might just be cooked if you did a lot of, like, one person said, hey, I had to make a whole new dynasty because I did position changes, just move all the guys to the proper position because I like order, which is reasonable. I usually do the same thing. Oh, we got 10 right guards. Okay, I'm just going to spread them across the whole line, not realizing it's cooking all of them. So we need a bunch of patches. You know, they dropped one today, but that one was like a smaller one, more for gameplay. Hopefully we'll get one next week. Hopefully we'll get something next week that'll clean up some of this stuff, fix some of these glitches to where, you know, a lot of y'all guys probably don't play Online Dynasty. But I'm really, like, considering, like, do we need to delay the Online Dynasty because there's all this weird stuff going on? At the end of the day, I do think this game is better than last year's game, man. But I'm slowly, like, starting to reconsider some of the areas. Like I said before, I thought it was better in every single category. Now I'm starting to reconsider, man. Also, the transfer portal kind of get a little bit stale as you go through seasons. So, yeah, that happened before. Also, last year, the transfer portal first year be very good or solid, at least last year. And then as the years go on, the portal kind of just get worse. Kind of same thing happens this year, man. But back to deal breakers, I just think I just don't know if it was thought through, man. Like, yo, like the deal breakers is like, bro, it should be a combination of like 3 different things. Also, like, why is the chance to bring players back very low? It'd be like very low, extremely low. You're missing by like half a grade. You know, they wanted a B deal breaker a B, yours a B minus, so they transfer extremely low chance. What? Like, why is it extremely low? He barely transferred out. We just missed the threshold. It should at least be like medium in my head, but no, extremely low. Like, damn, bro. Like, so it's a little bit harsh, and it just, I don't know. Some of the stuff just don't fully make sense. One thing I will say, EA done a good job with the visits, man. I think that was a great idea. You know, if that prospect closer to you, okay, it's cheaper for him to visit. Makes sense. Take that idea further. If that guy is closer to you, okay, it also should be cheaper to scout. You know, I mean, that makes sense. You know, it's easier to scout a guy that's, you know, in your backyard, that's in your, you know, current state than a guy across the country. So, you know, maybe also consider that, you know, in the future games, I guess. I think that just makes sense. I think it's tough, though, man. Like, gaming companies, oftentimes, like, when you complain about something, they take it too far. You know, we see it all the time with 2K. I'm a 2K player, so I bring them up a lot. You know, okay, well, shooting is not good this year. Next year, shooting is great, you know, or, you know, defense is bad this year. Next year, they just take it's tough to find a balance, I guess. And I think with the transfer portal, it's not much of a balance. Like, it's just not in a great spot. Yes, it's a lot more players, but it just shouldn't be a deal breaker on all these players entering the port. Like, for example, I shouldn't be able to talk to no one out of the 3 stars. That's not realistic. You know, not realistic at all. So it's just not done great. It's like, man, y'all got to get me up there, EA. Somehow, some way, get me up there. I'm going to get y'all right. Also, I want to talk about the archetypes because as I'm doing this testing, you know, I'm dropping these videos for y'all and appreciate the support on them where we go through and check every single position and see what's the best archetypes. I'm quickly realizing that it's like, remember the hybrid safety from last year? They didn't develop, or, you know, they were just the worst at that position or worst archetype in the game, honestly. I'm realizing it's almost a version of that at every single position group. It's one archetype that pretty much is useless at every position, and it's like, why? For me, it's like, why is that in the game? So the latest one, the running quarterback, the pure running quarterback. Like, for me, someone made a comment today, like, on my video saying it's realistic. It's like, it's a quarterback build in real life. He can't throw the ball whatsoever. But I'm like, yeah, it might be a little bit realistic. But at that point, you probably could add 7 other archetypes that, you know, are very bad, but maybe deserve to be in the game. It's like, I feel like we shouldn't add, like, if it's not going to bring any value to the game, don't add it. Or just make it good. How about we just do that? How about we just make the pure running archetype actually solid, usable, have him come in with more than 76 speed. 76 speed? You have pocket passers coming in faster than these running quarterbacks, man. And they only come in at 3 stars, so maybe that's why the speed is so low. I don't know. Got to figure that out, man. But literally almost every position is a version of that. And if y'all haven't seen that video, y'all know what I'm talking about. Burrow is bad. The pure runner, scout one. It's no point to go after them. They can't throw the ball at all, and they can't run the ball. They can't do nothing, bro. Seriously, man. This is not like an official review of the game. I do want to drop, like, I guess an official review where I give the game a grade. The game been out for less than a week. Maybe this all is the overreaction. But I am curious. Y'all thoughts down below. You know, some of the content I've been posting, people in the comments, oh, I'm glad I saved, $80. Glad I saved their money. Pretty much saying they think the game is bad just off my videos. And I don't want that to be the case. Like, I do enjoy the game for the most part. Some stuff is messed up with it, but I do enjoy the game for the most part, man. But that's all I got for y'all today. Let me know y'all thoughts down below. Like, comment, subscribe. We got the Purdue video on the screen, so make sure to check that out. Video on the screen now.